Do not ignore this warning. If your cat has been sitting still for hours, eyes locked on you, leave your house immediately, because once it smiles, you'll never close your eyes again. Please remain calm and listen carefully. This broadcast concerns household pets, specifically domestic cats. It is issued under federal mandate. At approximately 3 p.m. today, reports began flooding in from multiple neighborhoods across the county. Owners described their cats behaving unusually, still, rigid, unmoving, staring, without blinking. At first, the reports seemed trivial, mistaken for natural feline behavior, but subsequent calls revealed a pattern, too consistent to ignore. The cats were not simply watching, they were holding their gaze, fixed, unbroken, and disturbingly human in its intensity. The first verified incident occurred in a private residence. The owner described their cat perched at the end of the bed, facing them. Hours passed. The cat never shifted, never turned away. The pupils dilated, locked wide, as if straining to see something beyond the surface of its owner's skin. Attempts to move the animal were unsuccessful. It resisted, not violently, but with an unnatural weight, as though its body had anchored itself to the room. The owner reported nausea, dizziness, and the overwhelming sense that the cat's expression was not one of curiosity, but recognition. Further reports indicate that once the cat begins staring, the behavior cannot be interrupted. Feeding, touching, covering the eyes. None of it breaks the gaze. Blankets are pulled away. Lights are turned off. The cat waits, unmoving, eyes glowing faintly in the dark. Neighbors claim they've seen these cats positioned at windows, their heads tilted slightly upward, as though watching something behind the glass. No one has determined what they are looking at. Schools have been alerted after children reported their pets exhibiting the same symptoms. One student refused to enter their own house because the family cat was seated in the doorway, upright, on its hind legs, face lifted, eyes stretched wider than skin should allow. The cat did not move when the door shut. It remained pressed against the glass, smiling, or something close to smiling. When the family tried to leave again, authorities attempted removal. In every case, the cats resisted handling. When forcibly relocated, they returned. Hours later, sitting in the exact same spot, resuming the stare. Surveillance footage shows them approaching from the darkness, step by deliberate step, never blinking, never breaking eye contact with the lens. If you are currently within sight of your cat, do not attempt to distract it. Do not cover it. Do not leave it unattended. Witnesses describe that after prolonged exposure, those stared at begin to mimic the same behavior. Their eyes widen, their bodies stiffen. They sit for hours without speaking, their lips pulling back into a rictus grin. In 2 confirmed cases, owners were found beside their cats, both frozen in identical positions, their eyes glassy and unresponsive, their mouths stretched too far to ever close again. This is not a behavioral issue. This is not illness. The cats know something, and once they've chosen to look at you, they will not stop until you see it too. End of transmission.